everyone, welcome back to Peekaboo's Journey. So firstly, I just want to thank everyone who commented and watched our last video about our bunny wedding. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all the lovely comments. We really enjoyed reading all of them, and we were just so happy that we could share our bunny wedding with you guys. I'm sorry I've been gone so long once again. I have a very good reason. I have a big announcement. I know I always have big announcements, but this is a pretty big one. We have adopted a puppy. Aww. So as some of you guys know, we started a vet clinic, and our vet clinic is split between two kind of units. We have our primary care, which is called Fantastic Beasts. It's not open yet. It will be open in the fall. And then we have our rescue vet clinic, which is open now. We constructed that first, so it's kind of closed off from the rest of the clinic. And we offer medical treatments for local rescue operations at a good price. And my new husband and I, Hano, we decided that we were going to be strong. We weren't going to get tempted into adopting any of the dogs anytime soon. But we failed. So the very first official puppy that came through, we fell in love with him.
Your injections was Hey buddy. Okay, so that's a subcutaneous injection.
You are so sweet.
And I was like, there's no way that we can bring this dog home because he's half husky, half Malamute. And usually that breed is a little bit crazy and more of like a predator. And we didn't want that for the bunnies. But this guy was a little bit different. I was talking to Dr. Beal and she said he's very docile. He's unusually docile. And he has a bit of like a brain underdevelopment. I think it's called cerebellum hyperplasia. And it basically affects his motor skills in his hind legs. He's doing much better. Apparently he was wobbling a lot, but I never really saw it. He's kind of just looks normal to me. He's a little slow.
Oh, you're running just fine. Come on. Come on. He runs and walks fine. He's just when he sits is weird. Yeah. Oh. His hips always stick up.
Aww. But we just fell in love with him, and Jen and Dr. Beal suggested we take him home overnight just to see how he was with the bunnies. And he was great. He is just so gentle with them. He's so calm. And we were just like, this is meant to be, because he is so great with them. So we named our little guy Ryker the Rescue. And he came from a local rescue operation called Ziggy's Rescue. The lady that runs that, her name is Laura, and she was like, yeah, just take him home overnight, see how he does. But I knew right away, deep inside, like, he's ours. He is just so beautiful and so sweet. He has one blue eye and one kind of like hazel eye with a little bit of blue on the bottom. I actually used to have a half husky, half lab. Her name was Mowgli. That's a boy's name, but we just named her Mowgli, and we had her when I was a child. And I vowed to myself that I would never get another husky again because huskies are crazy. But Riker is so different. He is so, so different. By the way, it's Riker after Commander Riker on Star Trek, just spelled with a Y. I love Star Trek. I'm a huge Trekkie. Anyway, Riker is about 3 months old, and we've only had him for about 2.5 weeks. He's already gained over 5 pounds, and he is so heavy already and growing so much. Anyway, he's been so good with the bunnies. I'm definitely not going to leave them alone together for, I don't know, months, years, I don't know. But I have had them all together just for like 5-10 minutes every day, just watching him and teaching him to be gentle, and he's been really good. The bunnies have been also good with him. Peekaboo, the first day, she stomped her feet and honked and she ran away and she was so mad. I mean, this is her territory, like this whole house was originally for her, and then Basil came along and now Riker, so it's a lot for her. But literally the next day she was totally calm and good with him. She kind of doesn't let him get too close, but she kind of hopped around him a few times, and she's also like flopped and slept in front of him, so she's pretty comfortable. Basil's not that afraid of Riker at all. He's actually let Riker get very close and lick his ear, and so cute. Basil was raised with a bunch of other animals in this house that he was rescued from, so he's a lot more used to animals, but Peekaboo's not 100%. She will be though, she will. Anyway, I had 1 or 2 people on my comment section freak out when I mentioned in my first video that I was gonna get a dog, but it's totally possible to get a dog with your bunnies. You just have to get them when they're young so you can train them, and you wanna make sure that they don't have that predator instinct, like the puppy isn't lunging at them, which he doesn't have. He's really, really good. So we are very lucky. Riker, stop it. Come on. Anyway, we have Riker set up in the living room, gated off. I got him a little kennel in the corner. So we also had our second event. It was an outdoor event for our rescue clinic, and it was Canada Day, and we were in a park, and there was this big fair going on, and we had this tent, and we featured all these animals for adoption, and we were introducing both our clinics to the locals, and it was really awesome. We were offering $10 nail trimmings, so we were kind of going around finding dog owners and offering them the $10 nail trimming, and we met a lot of awesome little dogs.
And if you're interested, we're doing nail trims. We've got a vet there who's doing nail trims and putting Advantage on, but if you're already doing it,
Yep. You don't want Cheese Whiz anymore? You're like, I know what's going on.
We are here today with the Island Rescue Vet Society. What we do is we find and fund veterinary care for animal rescue organizations on Vancouver Island. We are providing nail trims today, Advantage for flea control.
Some of the trimmings were a bit of an ordeal because the dogs were really big and fussy.
The back, so that. Well, we're gonna do belly rub.
We had such a great time meeting all the locals and meeting doggies. And that's when I kind of knew that we would have to adopt a rescue, because originally I wanted to get a dog from a breeder because there was this dog that I was in love with for like the last 10 years. It's called a Native American Indian dog, and you can only get them in the States, and it would have cost a fortune to get one here. But I really wanted one because they're hypoallergenic and they kind of resemble a husky, but they're not as crazy as huskies. Anyway, I kind of knew during the event, as I was getting to know like the local rescue operators and meeting people from the SPCA, I kind of knew like in my heart, like
I would be a total loser.
if I didn't rescue a dog, it would just be so hypocritical. But I did not think we were going to get the very first dog that came into the clinic, like no self-control whatsoever. We totally caved, but it's kind of fitting and perfect that he was the first puppy to ever come through, and he's just so great with the bunnies, so it's meant to be. So yeah, it's been really awesome having the rescue clinic up and running. We have been fully booked with local rescues that have already been adopted but still needed the surgeries. We've been booked every single day, Monday to Thursday. We're not open on Fridays. So my husband Hano, he is supposed to be the accountant, the kind of business consultant, but since we were just starting out, he's been actually helping out at the clinic. So I don't know what it's like in the US, but in Canada, you don't need to be licensed to be a vet assistant. But Hano hasn't been doing anything really important, just like holding down the animals, comforting the animals after their surgery. He's been having so much fun. He said the operating room can be very intense, and like Dr. Beal's just amazing, you know, commanding people and directing people. And I got to go there the other day and see all the kittens that were worked on. Last week they did bunnies and it was so cute.
And they don't all take it this well. Just
I was gonna say this is
FYI.
This is going well.
This is going very well. You're not helping.
Okay, so back to the bunnies. I made a little upgrade to the house. As some of you might remember, I laid down a bunch of kitty scratch pads around the house so they could like run around without slipping and sliding. And of course that was a disaster because I was always tripping over them. It's really hard to clean. And even though I put like a rubber grip on the bottom of them, they were still getting all dusty and slipping all around. So I don't know how I found it, but I was looking on Amazon and I found these awesome like stair carpet covers. They're meant for stairs, but they have kind of like this sticky stuff on the bottom, and you can just peel it off and put it back on and it doesn't leave any residue and they just stay in place. And apparently you can clean them. It has been such an improvement, guys. Like the bunnies love them. Peekaboo was kind of picking at them one day, but she's good now.
Check it out. She's afraid. Go on, it's okay. Go on. Go on. Oh, she's scared. Bingo, bingo, where'd you go? Oh my god. Go. Go on, buddy. Good boy. Go check it out. Why is he scared? Go check it out. Oh, so cute. Come on, buddy. Yeah. Good job. You love it. All right, let's go have some dinner.
Such an improvement, guys. Forget the kitty scratch pads. I actually glued them all together and made kind of like a stair for the bunnies in the bunny room, and they love it. Oh, also, we live right in front of this huge trail system, and I was walking there a couple weeks ago and I noticed all of these really beautiful tall grass stalks. And I'm like, those look like Timothy hay. So I researched locally. It's not Timothy hay, it's some other grass. I think it's called velvet grass or something. I don't really know, but I showed them to Dr. Beal and asked her if the bunnies could eat them. And she said yes. And the bunnies have been loving them. I don't give them too much. I just give them like a little treat every day, like 3 stalks, and they eat them when they're fresh. But I can pick a bunch and dry them upside down if I want and store them for the winter, but I don't know if I'm going to go hacking up the trail. It's a little bit too much, but they have been really loving it and it's so great. Also, the bunnies have been kind of growing their hair back since they shed it all off a couple months ago. Peekaboo still looks like a baby bunny. The only difference that I noticed in her is that the fur on her face, it's like much fuller and denser. Otherwise, she still looks like the day I got her. She still looks like a baby. Like, I don't think she's ever going to not look like a baby. She's just so tiny and so cute. But yeah, that's the only difference I noticed in her. So next episode, I will be featuring Peekaboo's birthday. Her birthday is on August 10th. And I think we're gonna have a little party. So one of my friends suggested that I set up a P.O. box so you guys can send Peekaboo birthday gifts. I don't know if there's enough time because we're running a bit close to her birthday, but if you guys want to send her something, I mean, we're in Canada, so you know, I know I have a lot of viewers from the US, so if you're from the US, please don't send anything. It's too much shipping costs and all that. But if there's anyone that really wants to send Peekaboo treat or birthday gift, that would be really cool for her. We will film her opening everything and see her reaction. So yeah, we'll try that out and see if that goes anywhere. What else? Fortunately, we don't know Basil's birthday, so we're gonna celebrate it on the day we got him, which is March 18th. That's actually my sister's birthday. And for Riker, I'll have to crunch some numbers. He's about 3 months old, so I'll do some math and see when his birthday was. Oh, so yeah, my sister, she visited last week and stayed with us for a few days, which was so helpful. And the craziest thing is Husky Malamutes is her favorite breed. Like, she's been obsessed with them forever, so it was just so weird that we got that same breed, and she just loved spending time with him. And it was so nice to have her because it was a very chaotic adjustment for me to have the bunnies and the dog and take him out to pee every hour. So yeah, it's been exhausting, guys. But thanks for waiting. Thanks for your patience. I'm looking forward to sharing our new adventure with our 3 animals. I think we're done. We're not going to get any more animals anytime soon. Pray that I don't. Like, it's too much. I'm good right now. I'm so good. Okay, guys, we will see you next time to celebrate Peekaboo's birthday. Bye.
Get the apple, go. Go get it. Go get it. Oh, come on. Ready? 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 Go get it. Oh, my Lord. Come on, dude. What kind of dog doesn't like to play fetch?
It's meant to be.